Okay, so welcome back to my channel. This is Gamer Dom, excuse me, and a little lower tier action for you today. This is Carlos. Carlos I platoon with on a fairly regular basis, actually, part of the Havoc community, and he's a subscriber to the channel. Sent me this link to the game that he uploaded to WOT Replay in the Tier 4 American TD, the M8A1. Now, I don't really remember playing this, it was so long ago. But when I do see games like this, it gets me very excited about going back to it because it looks such an evil little tank. It's fast moving, it's a bit like T67, which I think it runs into, if memory serves. It's fast moving, open topped as you can see, but pretty effective little gun on it. It's a Tier 4 American tank. Well, oh my goodness, nearly turned it. And it does tricks for you just like that. He's on Kharkov. It's a Tier 5 game. Kharkov is not the best place to be when you're in a thin-skinned vehicle. There just aren't that many positions to set up and position yourself to help the team. You know, TDs are defensive tanks. That's the nature of the beast. It always makes me laugh when people moan about TDs camping. Well, kind of that is their job. Well, except the assault gun variants, of course. Of course, I'm just fluffing here just to fill in the time. First shot, he misses on that T67. Nice shot that time, and the T67 is down. It's like the T67. The gun on this thing needs to aim properly, otherwise you're not going to do anything. It's a bit variable, shall we say. He came down with a couple of the other lights and TDs down to this corner, trying to sort of stop that northern attack by the red team. However, they've now left the whole south empty. If you notice, it's a two-way split now. North is all the all Carlos's team, and south is all the enemy team. So who's going to win? Let's have a fight to decide. There's a Hetzer. Hetzer's making a run for it. He's clearly isolated and alone. Or is he coming around to take on that Type 95? Type 95 is probably the worst heavy tank in the game. Well, no, actually probably not the worst. Oh, yay. Bounces a shot on the Hetzer. He should out. Is the Hetzer losing the dirt gun, or is he using... We will never know because the Hetzer's down. First kill to Carlos. Hasn't done much damage, only 1100 damage. There's a little Stuart down there. He can go and help out his scout. Oh, there's two scouts there now. Oh, that Stuart really didn't want to pick a fight with two scouts and a light TD. So, his team are losing though. As I said, the problem is they didn't have anything in the south or really the middle. But they are reacting quite well. If you notice, they're sort of doing a pincer movement. So some of their tanks are coming around the back of the base. Some are coming through the middle. And you've got that VK trying to hold his own against whatever there is back towards their base. There's a Panzer 3J. Didn't manage to pen him. He obviously doesn't have sixth sense on this tank, but he for sure was spotted there. Right, we're losing now. It's 7 plays 9, and there's quite a lot of heavy tanks left over. There's a Duck, a Matilda. There's a a KV-1J. Where's the Duck looking? Not looking at Carlos, which is good. So the Shafi's gone in balls deep, and Carlos is just saying, thank you very much, I'll farm damage off you. Right, 2 enemy tanks in the cap. They're probably going to be that Hetzer and the M8A1, I would guess. Oh, there's a third tank. Right, so somebody's got to get a reset very, very quickly. And Carlos, you really should have reacted there, buddy. There's only 5 seconds. Will that Shafi get the reset? Or is this game over? I suppose, to be fair to Carlos, he probably wouldn't have made it back. And it looks like... 1 second. Ah, I got the reset with... Oh, wow. That was close. And they're all hiding behind the building. Right, Carlos is coming in the other way. First one's down, so good job by the Shafi. Shafi responded very well. Are they paying attention to him? No, they're not. Of course they're not. Lux is still not paying attention to him. Surprise butt sex, and really the Lux deserves to get absolutely eaten here. and it looks like he surely will be. As soon as Carlos brings his gun round. Oh, and there we go. That's why the Lux is a good little tank, especially at this tier. Carlos loses almost his entire health there. So, it is 12 plays 11. However, enemies still have a Matilda, which is a pretty tough proposition to take on, and the KV-1S. Stug's still out there, but he's not, well, he's not much of a concern because he's not even looking. And there, he's down. Right, 13 plays 11. And our Panzer 38 is making sure of the cap. I'm assuming the Matilda is heading back that way. Oh no, yeah, the Matilda is heading back. So, means the KV-1S is isolated. Can these 3 light tanks take him down? Not if you shoot like that. Nice shot into the rear. Can he get another shot in? Tracks him. Ah, sets him on fire, and that's it. Game done. Right, so Matilda is trundling his merry way back towards the cap. Looks like he got a reset on the 38. Carlos doesn't carry any premium in this tank. You can see he's only got standard AP rounds. So you will need to hit flat surfaces on this Matilda. Whoa! Or of course the side of Matilda's not paying attention. Misses all those shots. As I say, the gun on this thing is not the most accurate thing in the world. It's going to pop round. Matilda's still focused on the 38. Gets a shot into his side. And there's the Matilda down, and that's it. GG, game over. So that was one of those games where it was so fast and furious, and the damage kept getting racked up. You didn't quite realise how much damage Carlos did in that game in the end. He got an ace tanker for it, got Bruiser, Arsonist for that KV-1S kill, the Far for Effect badge, Defender for helping to reset, and Top Gun. Finished top of the team. 1,188 damage, 6 kills, 1,016 base XP in a tier 4 tank. That's a very impressive amount of damage from a tier 6. The Shafi also did a really good game, tier 5 tank obviously, 1,500. The two of them really carried that team because it had a feel watching it of one of those games you're in where you think, oh, we're not going to win this, even when you're up. We're not going to win this, we're not going to win this. And they, to give them their credit, they coordinated well. They basically wolf-packed everything they could and took down the opposition and won the game. The enemy had better tanks, bigger tanks left at the end, but were very disjointed, didn't work together in the same way, which is always difficult in a random battle anyway. So, 28 shots fired by Carlos. He hit with 21, he penned with 17. He took 7 shots, all of which penned him. Well, they were all from that Lux, I think, around the cap. Lux is an evil little thing with its little machine gun, especially against a lightly armed vehicle like the M8A1. So 15,000 credits, doesn't run a premium account, would have been 22,000 if he had. Very limited costs of shell costs and everything else, so he made a nice profit, 12,500 profit. So if he'd been running a premium, would have been just over 20,000, which is nice. Running personal reserves, so he got healthy 2,032 XP. Again, would have been 3,000 if he'd been running a premium account. So really nice little game from Carlos. Hope you enjoyed it. I know some people like to see the lower tier games, so that's why I featured it this time. If you've got a game that you'd like me to feature on the channel, just upload it to WOT Replays. Send the link for where it is on WOT Replays to my email, gamerdom13@gmail.com. I'll happily take a look at it. If I think it's going to be fun or interesting, I'll record it and stick it up on the Facebook, on the YouTube channel. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give it a like and subscribe to the channel, please. In the meantime, enjoy your games, have fun, try not to take it too seriously. It is just a game. And I'll see you again soon. Gamerdom out.